Gautam Adani's story is one of extraordinary ambition and remarkable success. From humble beginnings in Gujarat, India, he built a business empire spanning ports, energy, and infrastructure. Adani's net worth soared, placing him among the world's richest individuals. His journey, however, has been marked by both applause and controversy. This essay explores the rise of Gautam Adani, examining his business strategies, political connections, and the challenges he has faced along the way. Gautam Adani was born in 1962 in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, into a middle-class family. He was the second youngest of 7 siblings. His father was a textile trader, exposing young Gautam to the world of commerce. Adani, however, was drawn to entrepreneurship. He dropped out of college to pursue his business ambitions, a decision that would shape his destiny. In 1988, at the age of 26, Gautam Adani laid the foundation of his empire by establishing Adani Enterprises. Initially, the company focused on the export-import of commodities, particularly plastics. This marked the beginning of Adani's foray into global trade. He quickly gained a reputation for his business acumen and ability to identify lucrative opportunities. Adani's entry into the energy sector in the 1990s proved to be a turning point. He recognized the growing energy demands of India and strategically invested in power generation. He built thermal power plants, securing coal supplies through mines in India and abroad. This move catapulted Adani to the forefront of India's energy landscape. Adani's energy ventures were not limited to traditional sources. He embraced renewable energy, investing heavily in solar and wind power projects. This diversification showcased his adaptability and vision for a sustainable future. Adani Green Energy Limited, a subsidiary of his conglomerate, became a major player in India's renewable energy sector. Infrastructure and beyond, expanding the Adani reach. Gautam Adani's ambitions extended far beyond energy. He recognized the crucial role of infrastructure in India's economic growth. Adani Ports and SEZ Limited, established in 1998, became a leading private port operator in India. He developed ports, logistics, and special economic zones, facilitating trade and investment. Adani's ventures expanded into airports, data centers, and even defense manufacturing. He acquired a controlling stake in Mumbai International Airport, one of India's busiest airports. His foray into these diverse sectors demonstrated his relentless pursuit of growth and his ability to navigate complex regulatory landscapes. A controversial titan navigating politics and criticism. Gautam Adani's meteoric rise has not been without controversy. His close ties to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi have drawn scrutiny. Critics allege that Adani has benefited from favorable government policies and land acquisitions. These allegations have fueled accusations of crony capitalism, casting a shadow over his achievements. Adani has consistently denied any wrongdoing, maintaining that his success is a result of his business acumen and the favorable investment climate created by the Indian government. However, the perception of his political connections continues to fuel debate and raise concerns about transparency. The Hindenburg storm weathering allegations. In January 2023, Adani Group faced a major setback when Hindenburg Research, a US-based short-selling firm, published a report accusing the conglomerate of brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud. The report was a bombshell, meticulously detailing various alleged malpractices that spanned over several years. It claimed that the Adani Group had engaged in a complex web of shell companies and offshore entities to inflate stock prices and obscure the true financial health of the conglomerate. The report sent shockwaves through the Indian stock market, wiping billions of dollars off the value of Adani Group companies. Investors panicked, leading to a massive sell-off that saw the stock prices of Adani's listed companies nosedive. The market reaction was swift and brutal, reflecting the gravity of the allegations and the trust investors had placed in the conglomerate. Adani Group vehemently denied the allegations, calling the report a malicious combination of selective misinformation and stale, baseless and discredited allegations. The spokesperson emphasized that the company had always adhered to the highest standards of corporate governance and transparency. They argued that the report was an attempt to tarnish the reputation of the group and destabilize the Indian economy. The group launched a counter-offensive, publishing a detailed rebuttal and taking legal action against Hindenburg. Their rebuttal aimed to dismantle each point raised in the Hindenburg report, providing what they claimed was irrefutable evidence of their compliance with all regulatory requirements. Legal teams were mobilized and a series of lawsuits were filed to challenge the credibility and intentions of Hindenburg Research. However, the episode significantly dented Adani's reputation and raised questions about his corporate governance practices. The controversy sparked a broader debate about the need for stricter regulatory oversight and transparency in corporate India. It also led to increased scrutiny from both domestic and international investors, who began to demand more rigorous due diligence and accountability from Indian conglomerates. The long-term impact of the Hindenburg report on Adani Group's business operations and investor confidence remains to be seen, but it undoubtedly marked a significant chapter in the company's history. Adani's enduring legacy, a mixed bag of progress and controversy. The name Adani evokes a spectrum of emotions and opinions, reflecting the complex nature of its impact on society and the environment. Gautam Adani's journey is a testament to his entrepreneurial spirit and ability to build businesses from the ground up. From humble beginnings, he has risen to become one of the most influential business magnates in India, steering the Adani Group to unprecedented heights. He has played a significant role in India's economic growth, creating jobs and contributing to infrastructure development. His ventures span across various sectors, including energy, logistics, agribusiness, and real estate, each contributing to the nation's progress. However, his legacy remains intertwined with controversy. Despite the economic benefits, there are significant concerns about the social and environmental costs associated with his projects. Adani's critics argue that his pursuit of profit has come at the cost of environmental damage and displacement of local communities. The expansion of coal mines and power plants has led to deforestation, pollution, and the disruption of local ecosystems. They point to the environmental impact of his coal mines and power plants, which have been linked to significant air and water pollution. These activities have raised alarms among environmentalists and local residents alike, as well as allegations of land grabbing and human rights violations. Many local communities have protested against land acquisitions, claiming they were forced off their land without fair compensation or adequate consultation. These concerns cannot be ignored and highlight the need for greater accountability and sustainable business practices. As the world moves towards a more sustainable future, it is crucial for corporations like Adani to balance profit with responsibility, ensuring that their growth does not come at the expense of the planet and its people. Looking ahead, Adani's ambitions and the road ahead. The Adani Group, under the leadership of Gautam Adani, has set its sights on a future that is both ambitious and transformative. Despite the controversies, Gautam Adani remains an influential figure in Indian business. His vision and strategic decisions have positioned the Adani Group as a formidable player in various sectors. He continues to harbor ambitious plans for the future, focusing on green energy, infrastructure, and defense. The group's investments in renewable energy are particularly noteworthy as they align with global efforts to Adani aims to make his group a global leader in renewable energy, contributing to India's transition to a low-carbon economy. This includes massive projects in solar and wind energy, which are expected to generate thousands of jobs and reduce carbon emissions significantly. However, Adani's path forward is not without challenges. The business landscape is fraught with obstacles, from regulatory hurdles to market competition. He needs to address the concerns raised about his business practices, improve transparency, and regain the trust of investors. This involves not only adhering to regulatory standards, but also setting new benchmarks for corporate governance. The Hindenburg episode has served as a wake-up call, highlighting the importance of robust corporate governance and ethical conduct. The allegations brought forth have put a spotlight on the need for greater accountability and ethical business practices. Only time will tell how Adani navigates these challenges and shapes his legacy in the years to come. His ability to adapt, innovate and lead will be crucial in determining the future trajectory of the Adani Group. As the world watches, the stakes have never been higher for Gautam Adani and his ambitious vision for the future.